What's up, guys? It's your boy Iron Josh, and the time has come. Today is the day. We're gonna go through the comments in the video and see which team you guys picked for me to get into the arena with. There was a few comments that didn't pertain to the arena, so I don't know if I'm gonna count those. We'll see what's going on. I'll feel it out. But I'm pretty excited about it, and I do have legendary scrolls saved up as well as some purple scrolls. So come on, let's jump in and see what y'all pick. All right, so I got my little check sheet right here. We can make this a little smaller, and let's see. We have Shinna is not EX, but really needed for Ice Blast. I would go Summon because Summon just sucks, and would love to see how you make them work. Okay, so that's one for Summon. And we can just take care of the underline for that one. Alright. And just so you know, Nord is great DPS. Used to cheap scroll. What does it say here? Wait. Use the cheap scroll. Use Shinna to feed Ice Crystals and Cedic and Bledden in place of Nord if you want. Summon can be fun and different. Like you said, your epics are very powerful. So, just so you know, Nord is a great DPS to scroll. Use Shinna to feed Ice Crystals to Cedic and Bledden in place of Nord if you want. Summon can be fun and different. Like you said, you're... Okay, so this person is kind of on the fence. So, let's go ahead and just put that as a vote for both. Because it looks like he could go either way. I would rather see a very versatile team. Maybe double assassin units that can be switched out easily so we learn how to adapt to our opponents. I'd love to learn. Okay, so that doesn't... Okay, so, well, you know, hey, listen, I'm all about the double assassin units, and we are gonna... As I get a little bit further into the arena, guys, I want you to understand... I did come from a game called Summoner's War Sky Arena, and there's an RTA system in there where it's a real-time arena, and you got to pick and choose all your moves and plays. And so I will be deep diving more into skills and the technicalities of who counters who very soon as I get deeper into this game. So this comment is actually super important, and I love it, but it's but we are not going to be able to count that for the voting. The next one goes Ice Blast is the way to go this season, man. So we're going to put that in for Ice Blast. We're up to 2-2. Heads up, Dalk sucks. By the way, this is Lakia. And then, okay. The next one says Summon. Perfect comment. That's what we're looking for. We're 3-2 now. I'm biased towards Summon. It's a shame that it's so difficult to champ specific to activate. So it looks like we're going 4-2. This person says use Ice Blast for Vortex. Summons are bad. Try something else. Okay. Let's go. We're gonna go right in here and do Ice Blast 3. So that I mean, it is for the arena, so we're just gonna leave it like that. So you know, because it is an Ice Blast, even though we're picking for the arena, they still said Ice Blast is for Vortex, so we'll just transfer that over. This next person says I'm gonna say Summon. Okay, so we're at 5-3 for Summon. And last but not least, we say Ice all day, man. Urzilis and Sharlock are not worth building. Izitarian, the epic summoner, is much stronger than those two. You can build Summon team for fun, though. Dev's already fixed the tile issue with the summons. So, it looks like that one is for Ice. So, the final total comes out to 4 votes for Ice Blast and 5 votes for Summon. So there you have it, guys. We are going to build a Summon team for the arena this season. Thank you for voting. I really appreciate everybody's comment. Like, the battles are going to last a little longer. We're going to do more damage. That was fun to see. All right, so here we get into it, guys. We are going to build our Summon team. And Isitarian. We are going to need a frontliner. So let's go over here and do defense. So we could use Irma. What does Irma do? Deals 740% defense necrotic damage to all enemies within a range and grants control immunity and damage reduction to all allies within range. Okay, so that could be really good because the summon units aren't as strong. So that could be really good. Deals 355% defense necrotic damage and gains hit recovery for 5 seconds. Self-healing, I like. Has a 30% chance of recharging the hero's ultimate energy by 5% when taking damage. This effect can only be triggered once every 5 seconds. I really like that. We might have to go that route. Fitz Gains 10% max HP and transfers all allies debuffs to the hero. Each successful transfer grants additional healing, which I really think would be interesting to see in the arena. Randomly dispels one born debuff and gains defense up for 5 seconds. The more debuffs born, the less damage taken. I really feel like Fitz would be a nuisance to people, because people consistently put debuffs on your team, and if you just straight up put like a ton of HP on him, it would kind of be a little bit wonky to deal with. Now, that being said, we don't have a healer. I kind of just realized we're going in without heals. So let's see here. For healing, I would have Torin, who doesn't have any skill ups either. And I wouldn't want to use... I would love to use Torin, but I would love to use Torin with skill ups. Deals 780% fire damage to enemies within a range. Where is the healing? Okay, heals the ally with the lowest current HP by 20%, targets max HP, and grants ally defense for up to 2. That's really good. So we could use Lyco. Estella casts the spell for 6 seconds, grants 1.2% max HP, 5% enlightenment, healing on 2 allies with the lowest HP for every 0.2 seconds. Grants debuff immunity and defense up 2 for 5 seconds. The skill prioritized allies marked by the hero. As the battle starts, marks the ally with the highest HP and increases the healing and shield they receive by 25%. Very interesting. So we could go in with Estella. Okay. Well, we can't use Ripicus. Okay. So Irma would grant control immunity and damage reduction to everybody within the range. And it's all based on her defense. And she heals herself. Or Fitz would kind of be really interesting to keep your team alive. I don't know. Because that's like... That's pretty far. That's a 12-second timer. And these matches don't last very long. I do like the fact that the more debuffs born, the less damage is taken. Like he could potentially be super tanky. You know what I mean? But then we have the defense here. Horus, I never built my Horus either. Horus is okay. He does taunting. Oh, that would be interesting as well, because then we could taunt everybody. Attack penalty 2 is really nice. When you're taking damage, the hero has a 50% chance of obtaining a 10% max HP shield for 5 seconds. That could be increases all allies' HP. That could be really nice as well. Max fire. Okay, max HP. I like max HP. Inflicting attack penalty 2. Meanwhile, grants a 14% max HP shield to allies within the range. Shield granted by the hero reduces the allies' damage taken by 15%. But I could just keep it straight up dark if I go Irma. We're going to build Irma. Alright, I should have recorded that and put it in the video, but we'll just do this. Irma is fully skilled up now. Okay, so now we have a fully skilled up Irma. I do appreciate how when you come into the arena, you don't have to really worry about leveling up all your heroes. You know what I mean? Because like they put it so that everybody's level based on your highest character already. So I really appreciate that. Okay, and then for this one, we are going to use the arena summon. Okay, he's going to go here. He's going to go back here. Okay. Actually, we like to keep everybody split up. And then just to make sure. Right. This is a Cetarian, right? Oh no, that's Lawanis. Wait. This is him. Okay, the Dragon Remnant. Okay. So he doesn't need to be in front of anybody. We can leave him like that. All right. Let's go ahead and equip these guys. Irma is based on defense. So I will just fast forward the video, and then you guys can see the finalized equipment plan. Until then, I will see you in a minute. Okay, and coming back in, we have Sharlock with the Mana Core. Now, this is just how I'm going to start out, but we are going to be updating things as we go into the season a little bit. He is going to be using the Abyssal Curse, which I don't want to use, but it's all I had left. Now, the reason why I gave him the Abyssal Curse set and kind of my weakest set is because he doesn't have the skill ups yet. And so we don't even have a negative rune on him. Don't forget, in the team arena, you do need 3 sets of teams with 3 sets of runes and everything. And so I just don't have 10 negative runes yet for Dark. I am farming that, and actually my story goal right now is to get 30 battles in the Abyssal or the other dungeon. The 2 dungeons, I can't think of the name of them. Anyway, so we'll be getting some of those negative runes here soon. So Sharlock is going to have 39-27 attack, 41% crit rate, 109% crit damage. Now, he does have a little bit of extra skill haste, which I really like. I'd like to see more. Obviously, Lawanis deserves a way better, more powerful artifact. So we'll get there eventually. And, you know, as you get into Feymeander, leveling up and everything every day, I'll start to get some more upgrades, which gives me a good goal for this weekend to kind of tackle more Feymeander. So she's going to be on triple Heart of the Gambler, and so that'll be really nice because hopefully this actually works and they deal the skeletons or whatever it is, their summons do some true damage. That'd be kind of interesting to see. And then we have Erzilius. I had to power up the shield, the volcanic disc, for some extra attack damage, and he's going to be on triple Emperor's Might. So I really like Emperor's Might for this team, and I will be putting, I think, more on there. So I like how it does the deals damage to an enemy with lower attack. The current damage will be increased based on the difference of value of attack. The wearer's attack reaches 200% of that damage. The damage bonus will be increased to the maximum value of 50%. So I really think that a lot of these guys are based off of attack, and I'll be using more of that. But, you know, things will change as we come. And then we have Isatarion with the trophy. I think this is called the trophy. Yeah, the Hero's Trophy. Once again, that might change. And he's going to be on Heart of the Gambler and also Barbarian. And then we have Irma, excuse me. She's going to have Inspiration, all on defense. So she's got 3,400 defense. Only 46,500 HP. Super low on the HP. However, we're only using blue runes for her right now. And, you know, things will obviously get upgraded over time. So we're going to go in here. We're going to save this battle plan. And then I'm just going to throw together a quick team here. I will pause the video and then come right back with the team. All right, here we go. I'm actually going to slow it down to see what actually happens. So we have our dragon on the field. Let's do this. Isatarion's doing the most damage so far. Damage control from Irma, which is really nice. Good buffs here. Isatarion's on the high end. Big damage. Okay, so Lawanis jumps right up there with 88,000 damage. And nice damage again. Big. Irma tanked 13,000 damage. So they didn't do a lot of damage. They were only level 93. This was in the thousands rank, so obviously not very high. But we wanted to kind of get a grip on and learn this a little bit, right? So we have Erzilius doing 38,000 damage. We have Irma doing 28,000 damage. We have Sharlock doing 38,000 damage. We have Lawanis doing 88,000 damage. And we have Isatarion doing 65,000 damage. So it looks like Isatarion and Lawanis are pretty well built so far, relatively speaking, right? Relatively speaking. Okay, nicely done. All right, I'm just going to slow down here so I can actually pay attention and look. We want to see what happens. Now, these guys are all level 100, so at least we have higher ranked people. Okay, defense over time. This Italian's still up in the high 29,000. Okay. 63,000. Now he's doing some really big damage. Oh, we lose our Zilius. Okay, so we actually lost somebody. Luanis is really far behind, actually. Okay, there her ult goes in. Now we have the Fear Bearer as well. Big burn damage coming in. This is where that fits. See right here? This is where I'm thinking fits might actually be really OP. Oh, and she goes up to... She's a frontline attacker? Is that right? She just goes up to the front line. And she winds up burning up. Nice damage. 117,000. So he is the last on the board. 126,000 damage. Interesting. Okay. So we lost this fight. But, okay, so... I think that's Urgander. So she tanked 43,000 damage. Nobody else tanked, or healed, I'm sorry, excuse me, healed 43,000 damage. And then we have 126,000 from Isitarian and 83,000 from Luanis. She dealt 39,000 and he only dealt 16,000 damage. It's very interesting as we rank up. We have to keep seeing these fights. We have to learn this a little bit. So it is going to be something that we're just going to learn for a second here. We're going to watch it happen. 18,000 from Isitarian. Charlock is at 13,900. And I really feel like we're not getting enough summons on the board fast enough. So we might need more skill haste on the team as well. Which is reasonable because it is based off of summoning units, right? So if you're not going to summon the units, so that means you really do need skill haste. There's the Fear Bearer. The Fear Bearer is pretty OP. He's cool looking. I like the Fear Bearer. Alright, so once again, Erzilius only did 8,000 damage before he died. Alright, so we're thinking he needs to be tankier. And then our big damage is from Isitarian. Alright. Here we go again. There's the dragon. I like seeing the dragon out. We don't really see any early skeletons. Okay, Sigrid does nice damage. There's Luanis. Oh no, that's Irma, my bad. Where is Luanis? That was her right there. She's way up there. Okay, so Luanis does need some HP. Okay, so I thought she was a backliner. She's actually a frontliner. Alright. So we're going to look at this one more time. Luanis is actually a frontliner. So she doesn't have enough HP either. So more HP. So this team does need a lot more HP. If I come in here... So she can actually go up here. We put him back here. Alright. Very interesting. So she has 30,000 HP. He's got 21,000 with only 121 defense. What's her defense? 1,100. So in comparison, he's got 1,100 defense as well. 25,000 to start. 38,000. Okay, so he's got 29,000 with 1,200 defense. 41,000 with 1,100 defense. So, okay. And then she's got 34,000 with 1,100 defense. Alright, interesting. Okay, that battle was over really fast. Okay, that battle was over really fast. There wasn't anything to commentate. Alright, we need to get out of these low ranks. These guys are all level 31. Alright, so this isn't necessarily a good test because they're just going to die. Which is perfectly fine. Because, I mean, knowing that Luanis goes in the front line is actually a good idea. Like, I probably should know that. Knowing that she has HP and defense that she can tank a little bit for the front row is actually a good idea, right? So that'll make a difference later on with the gear that we put on them. Okay, okay, good front line. Here we go. Using Zarloth in the back line. And that would be the other reason why she wasn't doing so much damage, is she had to walk up. Okay, so this could be a really good challenge for the team. Let's see how we do. I wish I could see the dragon's damage. Okay. Erich is going to do some work. Getting some work done there. Caraman's trying to do some things. And we're casting some spells here. Okay, wow. That was actually some good damage right there by Irma. Irma is pretty powerful for this team. And then here comes the dragon. That was Lawanis' ult. Was that Lawanis' ult? I gotta learn these. Look at all those blue bars. Here we go. Now we're in for a fight. We got the Fearmonger out. Everybody's out. Lawanis is up there. 100,000 damage. Irma 93,000. Alright. There it is. And it's just going to stack from there. So I can just imagine when I actually get them their equipment. Like, the battles are going to last a little longer. We're going to do more damage. That was fun to see. Alright. Okay, back to our focus here. That last battle was a lot of fun to see. We had all the summons on the board. And that's what we want to see. We want to see a bunch of summons. We want to see these units actually use their abilities. Nice Irma damage. Big dragon coming in. Nope, that's not the dragon. There, is this dragon? Boom! There it is. Big dragon damage. 79,000. Okay. Now we're going against a Furbath. Okay, so this could be pretty interesting. I like how the dragon comes out immediately. That's pretty sweet. Oh, summoning some orbs. Irma comes in. Wow, look at the Irma damage, though. She is solid. Nice. Attack damage. He's such a good play for this team. Here comes our dragon. Big damage. It's only going to get better, guys. It's only going to get better. Look at that. Arzilius does some big damage there as well. Alright, coming in. So, Isotarian, 95,000 damage. Lawanis, 58,000 damage. Sharlock, 57,000 damage. And Arzilius with 52,000 damage. That's pretty good. This summon team's actually... I'm kind of liking how it's scaling a little bit. As the fights get a little longer, you get to see it in play a little bit better. That's fine. Bareem, good job, Bareem. I'm happy that we actually lose. I mean, nobody's happy that you'll lose, but I'm happy to see that we have some challenge here, because that means that this team will get a true test. So the dragon's stunned. Everybody gets knocked up. Ripicus is going to kill my entire team, which they don't, but then we have fire damage. They have a lot of debuffs, and that's why I also think that Fitz could be good for this team as well. Irma does a lot of damage, but Fitz would keep the team alive a little longer. So we're going to lose, and we can just fast forward through the rest. Okay. Alright, Sigrid comes in with immediate damage, as always. Immortality. Wow, he just did so much damage to that team. Oh my goodness, and we don't have any heals. Oh my goodness, here we go. So, okay, that's another big thing, is Lawanis does her ult really fast, and it does get extra strength based on the amount of undead units on the field. So I feel like she should go last. Like, at least after Arzilius casts his ult. Because then she'll be able to soak up all those skeletons. That was the longest freaking cast time ever. Alright. So what we're finding out, because I'll be clipping everything and just making it so you guys can see the attacks and the battles up front. Because she has all her skills and she's completely skilled up, the Dragon Remnant that she summons comes in before we have any summons in there. And that, because what that does is it sacrifices all the other summoned units, right? There's no other summoned units on the battlefield because everybody's skill timing is after hers. So she summons hers at like 13 seconds or 12 seconds, and everybody else is at like 17 seconds. So it doesn't give enough time to put the dragon to get enough damage. And with time, over the course of the season, you know, we'll have better artifacts and better items, better runes. We'll be able to get that out there twice. There it is. That's the second one. So the second one actually did a lot more damage because it's based on how many undead units were in the playing field that she can sacrifice. And so when we get more undead units on the playing field, because of all the units getting summoned, then we will see stronger attacks from her ult, which would be really, really good. And that's what everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see this team work and how it works. And so, yeah, that's one of the keys. Frost immediately, okay. We are ranking up. So the team does get some wins early on. Now that's really good to see. AoE Ice obviously is going to be a really hard thing to beat. And we know that coming up. It doesn't look like we're going to win this one. But it's still good to see how we get beaten. We know that some of our units need different equipment, because all I've been doing is going through the Venom to try and get faster dungeon times to be able to clear dungeons. So as I get, you know, through Venom a little bit faster, then I can move on into Rot and then Curse, or vice versa. But I do feel like our frontline units need to be tankier. Lawanus needs to be tankier. Razias needs to be tankier. Irma needs to be tankier. So we can last longer and get more casts in. Obviously, we need to get away from epic gear, which, you know, it is what it is. We're kind of just building the team here today. Currently ranked 57, though, which is really nice to see. And here we go, our last effort of the day. Let's see if we can go out on a dub. Okay, here we go. A Filto. Oh, this is not going to be good. He's just going to light through all these guys. Watch how Filto just deletes all 4 of these guys. Bye. I knew it was coming. It was hilarious to see. We can actually go through this. There's nothing you can do because their front line, they're gonna group up right in the middle. I could have moved them, but they would have still grouped up right in the middle. All right. And there you have it, guys. We ranked all the way up to rank 57. And not bad, not bad. I'm going to keep going into this a little bit more. And, you know, we will just keep building it up and getting, hopefully, I don't know if I'll be getting these up into rank 10. It would be really nice to get that every week and just get those scrolls. But, you know, it is what it is. We will try our hardest to get up there and make it so that I can get those. As always, guys, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. I'm excited to build this summon team, and I will continuously work my butt off to perfect it, so that way you guys can actually see a solid summon team in the arena, and we can get away from believing that they're not very good. I'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, good luck and have fun farming your best equipment.